Hi, it's Matthew here and welcome to another tasting video here at Simply Spanish Wine. And today we're going to be looking at the wines from the Casar de Burbia winery up in Denominación de Origen Bierzo. And we're kicking off with their entry-level Godello. Now this is the first white wine that the winery produced, and it's made from 100% Godello grapes, which are grown on the estate. And that's an important thing to note because these are grapes which have been which are grown on plots, owned and farmed and managed, overseen by the winery itself. They're not being grown by someone else and then brought into the winery. So the winery, the winemaker, Isidro Fernández, really has complete control over the fruit as it's ripening on the vines, and he knows exactly how he's farmed it to make sure that the wine is tip-top at the end. He's got actually tip-top fruit before it goes into the winery, before he starts fermenting. So let's open it up and give it a taste. Remember, Bierzo is up in the very, very northwest corner of Castilla León. It's a sort of bowl-shaped area, just inland from Galicia and just below Asturias. It's a sort of transition climate. It's a transition climate between more Atlantic climate over in Galicia and the colder, more continental climate in the Spanish interior. Nice and bright, clean white wine, which is a good sign. That's a lovely nose of like tropical fruit. There's some sort of cantaloupe melon, some peach in there, touch of green fruit perhaps, bit of a mineral background. Remember, this is made from grapes grown on a different mixture of plots, two plots, the Valdepiñeiro plot and the Valdaiga plot, and these are at different altitudes on the estate. So some of the grapes are going to be in soils which are more clay based, so they're going to give a bigger, broader wine, whereas some of them are going to be coming from higher plots, which gives a more refined, perhaps a more direct taste to the wine, more mineral tone to the wine as well. Let's give it a taste. That's a lovely, you've got that tropical fruit still coming through in the mouth. Lovely bracing acidity in there, which is what you want. That keeps the wine nice and fresh in the mouth. This wine's also had about 8 months lees contact. While after fermentation, the plots, the grapes from the different plots are all fermented separately in separate stainless steel tanks. And then Isidro, the winemaker, decides when the moment's right, he decides on the optimum blend of the juice from the different plots for that year's vintage. And then once that blending has happened, the wine then sits on its lees, on its fine lees. Remember, the lees are the dead yeasts, for about 8 months. And that helps to give the wine a bit more body, a bit more volume, a bit more complexity. And that's exactly what we've got here in this Casar de Burbia Godello 2020. Now, it's a serious wine. If you like it Chardonnay, this is a great choice. It's a really good step into Spanish whites. It's got more body, it's got more volume than wines like Verdejo, for example. It's more honeyed, perhaps more textured than an Albarino. It's quite a gastronomic wine. This would work well with lots of different foods. I'm thinking particularly maybe grilled fish, seafood as well. Also rice dishes, maybe whiter meats like pork, chicken. It could work quite well as well. Give it a try. Casar de Burbia Godello 2020. 100% Godello, estate grown grapes up in Bierzo. Thanks for listening. See you again soon.